Welcome to Home Cinema and Tech Review. In this video, I'm going to review a small device which is in my hand. This is from local brand in Turkey called Dark. This is a Type-C to HDMI converter. No, it's not. It's not a converter. This is a capture device. What it does is basically when you connect from Type-C, it becomes like a USB capturing card. So we have the HDMI 4K 30 Hz input. Although 30 Hz 4K might be slow, so for some people this device costs quite low compared to what it does. So what I'm going to do in this video, couple of scenarios. First, I'm going to use the GMKtec G5, which is an entry-level small PC, but it can deliver nearly everything I reviewed in my detailed video. I've chosen it because it's cheaper and it's smaller, so you can place it anywhere. So I'm going to capture from Xbox Series X connected to Dark capture card or Type-C capture device. So I'm going to capture through Xbox Series X to the mini PC. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this to my S22 Ultra and capture the Xbox Series X to my smartphone. And the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to connect my smartphone with the Type-C HDMI cable, again from the same brand, and the capture device, and I'm going to capture my phone interface into the PC. So you can do a lot of variations, but what is interesting for me, but I'm not going to show you in this video because it will make the video quite longer, is if you have SLR camera that has the HDMI port, you haven't been using it for a while, like a long time, more than 10 years, maybe old cameras that you got. If they have HDMI, you can connect your SLR camera, let's just say Canon 30D, which was my favorite of that time, and you can plug that from the HDMI port, mini HDMI to HDMI, to this capture card, and you can capture your camera to your smartphone. So how cool is that? You're going to have a big screen to follow up what you're shooting. You can pull the focus. You can shoot cinematic shots into your smartphone with the highest resolution possible. If your smartphone capture resolution is high with the picture quality, so you can capture, even though your camera resolution might be full HD, basically what it can give from HDMI, you can capture high resolution video and you can edit it later on. So this can upgrade your camera, like old camera becomes new. And with that being said, this is not the only scenario. You can add this Type-C to your PC and connect your HDMI output camera into it and turn it into a webcam. If you don't have a decent webcam and if you have a big camera laying around, why not use it with a simple capture card? So we're going to look at all these scenarios, and you can probably find alternative hardware, but I'm going to review from this based on this, but you're going to get the idea. So let's just create the projects. Welcome to the second part of this video. What I'm going to do, directly connect this HDMI Type-C converter, or the capture box. Sorry, it's not a converter. Let's just be correct here. So I'm going to convert the Type-C into a Type-A because I need a Type-A. The GMKtec G5, in front of it, it has only Type-A. So I've connected it, and I'm going to show you the Windows spec. And as you can see at the bottom of the sound and video controllers, we got USB 3.0 capture. So from that, what I'm going to do is open up the OBS, so you don't have to install anything. I've already made my setup, like this is the video source, video capture device. It's in Turkish right now. I also created similar content for other Turkish channels. So in this section, I'm going to push a little bit further. So this device can capture 4K 30 Hz, but I did check the Xbox Series X specs. Let me just show you from here. When I go to the menu, TV display, TV details, it can see the TV as a 60 Hz TV. That means I can give this capture card 4K 60p signal. So that's what I'm going to do. Right now, the TV settings in the 4K from the Xbox And the settings of this OBS, don't worry, it's Turkish, but it's similar. You can find out the settings. My output resolution, my canvas is 4K, output is 4K, and the reason that I'm showing you, my output right now, kbps is 25,000, but I'm going to record since 4K, I'm going to push it to, let's just say 40,000, because with 25,000 kbps, the GMKtec G5 only had 35 to 39% of the CPU usage. Let's just push it a little bit further because it's a powerful device. I wasn't expecting from it, and the codec that we are using is Software X264. If I go to the hardware, let me check, because the last time that I did that, the CPU was 34%. Let's just record it like this. Start the record, and what I'm going to do is hit the Control-Alt-Delete with the Task Manager to see the CPU usage. As you can see, it's 64%. So I'm going to get it, okay, it's 35. Then we can try something. Let's open up the Disney Racing, and I'm going to try to play. Since I already played a little bit, let me just get back. Yeah, this is a final lap. It's exciting. Okay, I need to go better. So as you can see, 38%, 40% of the memory, 38% of the CPU. My being of CPU, software, or hardware didn't change anything, but even the changing the bitrate doesn't push the limits of the GMKtec G5, which is also another important thing for me. I reviewed this device as a media player. Okay, for internally, it can play media files and movie files, but basically you can also capture and do some interesting things with it. Like I'm doing literally every possible effect. And I'm going to stop the game here, stop the program here, and see if the quality is matching our specs. I made a couple of captures here. So let's open up with the VLC, because the Media Player Classic doesn't play back well. I've just tested. Maybe it's about GMKtec G5, maybe it's about the software. So you gotta make the double check. So basically this is the menu of the Xbox. Let's go inside of the game. I think it's quite fluent. Like it says on the technical specs of this capture device, 30 FPS. I'm giving 60p signal. It doesn't feel any jittery. And I played it through the HDMI capture device. I haven't duplicated the HDMI signal, so I can play from the TV and capture the device in the same time. I just did it through the HDMI to the GMKtec G5, and I was playing it through the OBS recording. So the latency is also gaming capable. Maybe might not be ideal for fast-paced FPS gamers, but for a casual game like this, I think it's enough. And I'm going to upload this file separately under the description of the video, so you can check the picture quality, so you can have a similar idea about this sort of hardware. So this section is over. In this section of the video, I'm going to use to capture the Xbox Series X, my S22 Ultra. I've installed the Noir app, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove from the GMKtec G5, and I'm going to connect to the Noir app. Okay. I'm going to also use, okay, just once, choose an app to. Okay, Noir to take pictures and record video only this time. Allow to USB 3.0 camera. And right now I am seeing what the Xbox Series X is showing to me. Let me just get that close because I think it's fun. So get it close. Okay, so I'm going to create a little bit of height from my keyboard so you can see clearly. I'm going to play games from the Xbox, and it's also giving the sound. How crazy is that? but I haven't, I think I haven't started to record yet. So I need to check the specs. This is an interesting topic. Like, okay, the free version offers basic functions, immersive experience, purchase the Pro. I think I can purchase the Pro version of such a stuff like this. I think you can add lots, you can convert different settings, and you can capture until the full HD. Maybe the Pro version will give us the full HD, above the full HD, maybe 4K. Who cares? Right now it's far more than enough. So how do I start it? Well, okay. Oh, this is just for monitoring. Okay, the Noir app is just for monitoring. Then if you're going to use the camera, let's just go for camera. Sorry for that. There is a USB camera app. I will link all these things in the description below. So only this time. And this is a recording app. Again, only this time. Allow USB camera to record the capture device. Okay, I will hit OK. Again, this will also get the audio. Live microphone is also a full settings. The preview resolution is lower a little bit. And other than that, I think built in, the resolution is here, video resolution. Can I make it higher? Okay, I can only record 722 to 480. I have to purchase the real app, like a 4K maximum support. But basically, can I do HD? Nope, you gotta buy the premium. But let's just start here and go from there. So the preview, oh, that was the menu. Real resolution is a little higher. Of course, right now I'm viewing everything 720 to 480 because this is a free version. Okay, so that's about it. So I'm going to stop here, stop the video. And here we are. We got a gallery button here. And since the gallery opens, oh, I can hear my sound. Real resolution is a little higher. So I'm hearing myself. Viewing everything 720 to 480 because this is a free version. So basically, we can capture anything as long as we have the space. So this is how you can capture stuff. And you can also use the Noir app, which I quite like, to use this bigger screen of yours. You can use it with tablets too, to create a video preview monitor for your professional camera, like a big tablet, like a 11-inch, so you can check your focus, everything on live. That'll make everything much more easy, in my opinion. In this dedicated section, I want to show you that how this device really could be effective if you are going to use it with the camera as a monitor device. So what I'm using right now, S22 Ultra, as you can see, this is Panasonic GH5, and the screen size compared to one another, of course, I don't have to tell you anything. This is 3-finger space, and this is like a huge full hand. So basically, we are going to have a huge screen, but that's not going to be all of the things that we are going to be able to do. This is the camera recording app, and I'm going to get closer because the video resolution, if you purchase the full version, is 4K. So even if you have non-video capable device like old Canon or Nikon photograph machines, like cameras, DSLRs, the early ages of DSLRs, you can put a mini HDMI or HDMI jack into it and convert it to HDMI and connect it this sort of devices. Not only by monitoring your camera, you are going to be able to record from the camera with the 4K or Full HD resolution up to your taste. I know, even though the old cameras are not going to give you 4K output from HDMI, but basically you can record what it comes through your sensor. Like,
if the HDMI, even the HDMI sends the full HD signal, it will be like a little bit of upscaled video. Full HD signal goes into your smartphone or your tablet, and then you're going to be able to record it as a 4K, little bit of upscaled 4K maybe, but you can later on with the higher bitrate options that you got with these apps, you can tune it up and you can use a regular photo camera, DSLR, turn it into a webcam or capture cinematic camera. By the way, one other thing that you can do is you can connect your any camera, by the way, with the HDMI, SLR camera, turn it into a capture device. And so you can make live videos to YouTube. If you can connect your microphone, the sound will also goes through the HDMI, so you can capture everything. Other than that, you can connect any camera right directly to your PC or laptop. So you can convert this setup. Instead of going directly to your phone, you can go to the PC and turn any SLR, old SLR camera into a webcam. But it's not going to be a default webcam with a huge sensor with a great low light capability. Everybody will love the cinematic look that you have with the old hardware you already probably own laying around somewhere. So you're going to be able to use the old stuff with the new hardware in this setup. But that's not all. You're going to be able to connect a huge tablet and you're going to be able to pull focus. Like literally right now it's in the, let's go to the manual focus. I'm going to show you. By the way, I'm going to change the app because I want you to see DJI. Sorry, not the DJI app, but the app called Neuer. Okay, Neuer is for only monitoring, and I'm going to use only for this time. Sorry, the other app is using right now, and I need to kill that app, and I'm going to come back. Everything does not work in the same time. Okay, right now the capture is working. This app is better than the last one. This is just for monitoring, no recording. But think of it like a professional monitor if you add 12 or 13-inch tablet to it. And let me just show you how I pull focus. I have to pull focus. This is the zoom, okay? I will go to here, and as you can see, it just, okay, tries to help me. Let's just get to the higher position, to the sound core text, okay? I am out of focus and I'm going to come in the focus. Of course, this could help you, but look at this. This is a huge screen. I can see every bit of pixels if I am in focus or not. So let's go back and pull the focus. And sorry about that, the camera does not take that much of a close-up. So I am out of focus and I am right now in focus in depth. So don't worry about the colorization. This is because of my camera shutter. But I think this section gave you enough of scenarios and ideas how you can work things out. And if you're walking, running and gunning and canceling the hyper zoom for manual pull focus, this will help you along the way manually focusing much more easier than you think, and to be able to play what you already recorded at the playback, you're going to be seeing in a huge scale. So this is, I think, instead of a Atomos recorder, this is going to be the ultimate solution.
Welcome to the last and the conclusion section of the video. Like any other home cinema and tech review video, I want to repeat some of the stuff, but in a useful way. How you can use this Type-C to HDMI converter capture devices. This is not just a converter, but a capture device. So the most useful scenario for me, let me just play the game at the background. This is the Neuer app, and I can hear what the Xbox is saying. The latency is extremely low, so I can play the games. Let me just get it closer. Okay. As you can see, I can play right now a decent Xbox game, okay, and I think it performs really quite good. I will here click the menu and go back with the camera because I want to make it in a single piece, so no trick here. So this scenario will be ideal probably if you are a professional videographer and if you want to connect your tablet, okay, if you got a Type-C tablet which has minimum 8.7 inch and 9.8 a 9.7 inch and maybe even 11.3, 12, maybe even 13-inch new tablet Android tablets are getting even bigger. So you can use your tablet PC or tablet computer to convert it into a preview monitor, which is basically one of the most important hardwares that we use in cinematography. For example, if you have a camera like Sony a6400 or Panasonic GH5, you might want to upgrade from that size of a screen that you try to pick if you're in a focus, kind of like extremely small screen, and convert it into a huge monitor with a dedicated battery, up to 6 hours probably video playback, so you can capture video from your camera to another device. That is probably an option, an additional recording. So if you're a professional, that is going to be a safety recording. Maybe you will record 4K internally to your camera, and you can 4K record separately to your tablet or your smartphone with these apps. So it will help you both viewing the video and also separately recording, like Atomos, I guess, recording devices. They are dedicated and expensive devices. Your codec might not be the same, your bitrate might not be the same, but ideally this could be your backup video. Or you can convert your old camera into a video recording setup. Like if you have Canon 30D, which was my favorite at the time, you can capture Full HD, maybe even 4K video. Even though Full HD signal comes to your tablet or smartphone, you can push the button of 4K recording and record whatever comes from your HDMI as a signal in the highest resolution possible, so you can edit and color grade later on. So you can convert an old SLR camera with a high performance on the low light setup, convert it to a webcam for your PC, convert it to a cinema camera for your tablet or telephone. So that scenarios could really improve the usage of this device. I know it might not be ideal for a lot of people, the crazy scenario where you can record from your Xbox to your tablet or your smartphone, but if you don't have a dedicated monitor and if you only have a tablet, you can connect your big tablet to your console like this. I know it's not going to be 144 Hz like a gaming monitor, or it might not be performed like a high, low latency, high spec gaming monitor if you're an FPS player, but it could be a solution for a portable on the go. But most of the time, what was shocking for me is GMKtec G5's performance. I made a 4K capture from Xbox Series X with a 45,000 bitrate, and it didn't lag anything. The performance was great. The CPU and GPU, even though I changed it from software to hardware recording from the OBS settings, it went from 32% of CPU usage to 45% of CPU usage. That was not something that I was expecting from this sort of a small device. I know it can play my 4K video files, but boy, I wasn't expecting 4K capture this good and this silent and this small size. So GMKtec G5, thumbs up there also. I am using this device as a media player, so I'm not totally shocked, but I wasn't expecting that much. So what other scenarios that you can use this? You can really capture the TV series. If you have a satellite receiver, you can connect your satellite receiver with a HDMI splitter, get yourself another signal here so you can capture it. You might be thinking like, hey, the PCs and the consoles have the internal recordings, like if you have an NVIDIA card, like you got a shadow play, probably a recording that with the GPU, not much of a loss, but you still lost a little bit of power on the way. And you can't really record inside of an Xbox Series X. That is more easy, but it's up to you. I'm not telling you what to do, but with the GMKtec G5, you can make it live. And without losing any spec from your console, you can make it live video to your video channel. So you got lots of possibilities with the Type-C to HDMI capture devices like this, but smartphone apps not perfectly working. You gotta buy the pro versions. The apps that I show you, I will give the links at the description below. If you know better video recording apps for Android or probably Apple Store, App Store, you can share them in the description below. I believe I don't have an iPhone 15 or 16 or whatever. I don't like the iPhones basically. But if you have an iPhone with a Type-C, if you got a Type-C capture program, you might have the option to record into the iPhone. But since I don't have an iPhone, I haven't checked the iPhone or Apple iOS apps, but it could be an option for you. So I think this device is useful. Let me know what you think under the comment section. This is not just sponsored by the Dark local brand that I also work with, that brand, but basically this is just overall about a concept. So you can buy these stuff and you can convert regular stuff into something amazing or different. I hope you learned from this video. Hope to see you in the next video. Until the next video, hoşça kalın.